In 2022, the terminal at Rotterdam Global Exchange suffered a 10-minute data blackout. No one thought much of it, just a server patch. But within that exact time frame, $284 million in gold-backed assets were transferred across shadow wallets. Clean, quiet, almost surgical. It was written off as a system error, until 6 months later, when a junior compliance officer at a fintech firm found something strange, an unclosed position that no one claimed. And that discovery opened a vault of lies. I'm Detective Marcus Gray. This is Case 77, the Terminal Ledger. The investigation began with a single transaction, an unlisted gold futures contract worth $17 million, tied to a wallet that didn't exist before the Rotterdam blackout and never existed again after. The trade settled, cleared, and disappeared. Normally, the chain of custody would lead somewhere, a brokerage, a counterparty. But this trade? Ghost. Every trail pointed to one name, ArcLight Omega, a high-frequency trading firm based in Zurich. On paper, it looked clean. In reality, it was a front. ArcLight's compliance officer, Emil Crane, was no ordinary corporate pawn. A former crypto auditor turned risk consultant, Crane had disappeared for 2 years before resurfacing at ArcLight. When interviewed, he was calm, but too calm. He denied knowledge of the blackout trade, but his body language said otherwise. 2 weeks later, he was found in his car, garage sealed, engine running. Suicide, according to the report. But the post-mortem found something odd. Traces of scopolamine in his system, a neurotoxin, not standard suicide fare. Digging into ArcLight software, investigators found a subroutine hidden in deep code layers, labeled CLNFLX.V3. It activated only during server restarts. It rerouted trades through temporary servers in Estonia, funneled them through mixers, then closed the original entries. The Rotterdam blackout? A cover. ArcLight had backdoored financial exchanges across Europe to funnel trades in and out undetected. But who wrote the code and who authorized it? It came down to access. A single keycard ID logged into the Rotterdam terminal physically during the blackout. A. Dewan, head of network infrastructure for Titanet Group, one of the firms that funded ArcLight in its Series B. When confronted, Dewan claimed he was on vacation in Maldives. Passport records confirmed. But his keycard, used in person, that meant one thing: the card had been cloned, or Dewan had a double life. A private investigator found footage of a man resembling Dewan entering the terminal. But facial recognition gave a 78% match, high enough to raise alarms, but low enough for legal deniability. As pressure mounted, Titanet liquidated all of its ArcLight shares, just days before regulators issued a warrant. When the feds arrived at ArcLight's Zurich HQ, the servers were gone. Offices empty, coffee still warm. It was a ghost operation. But one device had been left behind, a Raspberry Pi buried inside the mainframe casing. On it, a log file simply labeled Kairos. The file contained transaction hashes, command line scripts, and GPS metadata, pinpointing a data center in northern Finland. The location? a former NATO listening post, now leased to a private client under a shell company, Indigo South, LLC. Interpol launched a sting. An undercover cybersecurity analyst posed as a rogue quant seeking to license the Cairo system. Weeks of encrypted chats led to a meeting in Helsinki. The man who showed up? Not Dewan, not a known criminal, but a freelance software engineer from Bulgaria who claimed to have sold the Kairos code years ago to a woman named Cassandra Rowe. Case 77 wasn't just a new crime. It was connected to Case 76. Cassandra had used Kairos to backdoor exchanges before she vanished. The Rotterdam blackout wasn't a new play. It was the last withdrawal. And the true twist? Cassandra didn't vanish because she was afraid of being caught. She vanished because she had already finished. In her final digital trace, buried in the metadata of a security cam photo, one message remained: trust the math, fear the silence. Case 77 didn't end in handcuffs. It ended in silence. No arrests, no confessions. But now, global exchanges are rewriting security protocols. Every line of code is being re-verified. Cassandra Rowe may be gone, but her ghost is in every ledger. This was Case 77, the terminal ledger. Subscribe for more true financial crime investigations, where every number tells a deeper story.